unfortunately, we have a little bit to be in the hurry, but first of all is where it's coming from today, our production, and how it's managed. Now, we can see a quite centralized system managed by in this case, automaker, but in manufacturing, and everything is managed by human, with a human decision, that is breaking the commissioning of new line, change in really weeks or sometimes in months. Then the overall is, the reason of that overall is a complex environment. You have many persona, many environment, many requirements that has to fit together, especially in the enterprise. Let's start, first of all, to have a common understanding what is a physical AI, and before the physical AI, the AI agent. The AI agent, and this is really important, is autonomous software that can take decision. And this can, first of all, perceive the environment, can reason in the environment, and then acting, then resulting in action, in autonomous action. Then, what is typical problem solved by the agent? The agent can be decentralized, then can remove the bottleneck, the problem that I said in the beginning, can be adaptable, because they can understand the environment, they can adapt themselves and then changing the behavior. And then also can simplify the coordination and the complexity of coordination of multiple tasks. One agent? No. Today is multi-agent. Don't think that you can solve with one agent can do everything, but we are more oriented to have dedicated agent on this dedicated problem or area of problem. That means that we are changing the paradigm. We shift in most of the time from pattern recognition to goal. We move from execution to learning. We move from inference to a collaboration in the decision. We move from simple data processing to semantic understanding. And last but not least, from predictive to prescriptive. Physical AI is the agent AI, at the end is the engine of physical AI. And the physical AI in the manufacturing can cover a broad number of use cases, from robotics, interlogistics, humanoid control you have seen. My point over here is, don't think the physical AI is humanoid. The physical AI has a broad spectrum of application. Then, now, we make a small introduction. Let's start to think, how can I implement? We can usually identify 3 layers in physical AI, and especially in the evolution of the layer of shop floor, and how the shop floor become more and more intelligent. First of all, we call edge intelligence. Edge intelligence, also I call fast thinking, is evolution of the edge that is containing now capability, agentic capability to take decision and adapting in a quick way. They usually maintain and has small language model or some intelligent policy around that. This is remain one of the element. One of the other important element of overall the system is to make this decision, this information, available everywhere. And this is what I call unifying name service plus. That is the one that is bringing all the information around the plant, the factory, and connecting to the cloud. That means that everyone is able to achieve and reach and collect the data and have this data. The last piece, and this is the slow thinking, is the cloud intelligence, where you run a massive training or a massive simulation, or you need a large capacity that usually you don't have at the edge. And then you're combining the smart and fast with what is usually more longer for long path, longer, for example, sequencing calculation. A small idea on top of that. we see that the part of the edge is started to be more blurry. We will have devices agent, we will have real-time, not real-time application. Everything will be software. Then we are going to dematerialize the hardware. Today we have a virtual PLC. Today we have, well, SCADA is already a software that you can deploy. This dematerialization makes it easy to move from the cloud to the edge and vice versa. And thanks to our services like Outpost, this operation to have a single interface and deploy in the cloud and at the edge in the same way, making even more easy. As already mentioned, the key is the unified namespace. The unified namespace is collected. In the past was mainly collecting information and business information. In the future, and for someone already, will collect and making the communication available also for the agent and for the physical AI at the end. Making an example, we make a lot of discussion, but how it looks like physical AI, shop floor, more shop floor intelligence. We have a cell actor. Then cell actor is a specific agent that is able to identify anomalies, then is emitting an event on the unified namespace. Then we have an agent dedicated for identified root causes. The agent is able to send a recommendation. The recommendation will be validated by the human or can be automated, and the machine can be updated automatically to the right configuration. That is what physical AI can bring to you. As I said, the combination and the coverage today of virtualization of the software and component that in the past was hardware, the unified namespace, the agent, and then LLM. Sorry. As I said, Outpost is one of the components that is simplified this. Outpost is able to move, to give us the hybrid network and the hybrid configuration where we can move the software, then the component from the cloud to on-prem. And then can be in a different step from at the edge or can be on the premises and so on. For the Agentic, AWS is providing the entire stack from the model, from the optimization capability, the security, the agent coordination and agent management, up to the vertical integration. Last but not least, most of the people, the first concern is around connectivity. Now we have Leo, then we can connect our edge system through satellites. A satellite in low latency that is around 20 milliseconds. Then, something to keep in mind. We want to help. No, then the human is always a key factor today because he's the really owner of the knowledge. Then the knowledge is not in the documentation, but is more in the human. The second important thing when you build a system is the explainability, not be take the answer as is, but also to understand how it has been built. The answer is a suggestion of the agentic. Obviously, the last one, engineer for resilience, ensure always to have a fallback and then able to recover in case of failure. Also, the agentic failure. Now, what is the factory of the future? From our point of view, is full autonomous, full adaptive, full available.